Good morning, everybody. It is breakfast time here at Farmhouse Cooking in the South. And we have a lot to do today, so I'm just going to make us up a quick breakfast. Nothing major. I'm going to do some blueberry pancakes and sausage. I actually have already got my sausage cooked. It's just hot breakfast sausage. So what I'm going to do, instead of making it from scratch, I'm going to use help from Bisquick. However, I am going to add some of my own ingredients to make it my own. Sometimes it's easier and quicker to use something like that versus just trying to make it homemade when you have a lot to do. So I'm going to start with making the traditional Bisquick batter. And it calls for 2 cups of the Bisquick, which is what I have in here. It calls for a cup of milk. And it calls for 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And 2 eggs. So what I'm going to do to add my own spin to it, to make it my own, is I have a half a cup of frozen blueberries. I've got those thawed, right? But before I mix this up, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon and a half of sweet and low. Just gives it a little bit of sweetness. And you can add sugar if you want. It's your pancake. You add whatever you want to it. So I'm going to do about another half. So I'm going to give this a mix, and then I'll fold the blueberries into it. This already smells really good. While I'm mixing this, I've already got my skillet preheating. About medium high, a little higher than that. You want your skillet good and hot when you drop your pancakes. Make sure you get all the way to the bottom and get all of that Bisquick mix. So I'll actually spray my skillet with nonstick spray, but then I'm also going to drop some butter in it, let that melt, and that's what I'll cook my pancakes on. The butter just gives it a different flavor and makes them crispy around the edges and fluffy in the middle. And you can add whatever you want. You can do cinnamon raisin pancakes. Just add you some cinnamon, nutmeg, and some raisins. You can add diced apples in this if you want. There's so many different ways to do it using the Bisquick. And that's what I like about it. So I'm going to go ahead and fold in my blueberries. And you can use fresh blueberries if you want. I don't have any fresh. I just have the frozen. I keep frozen blueberries. So I'm just going to fold those in. Now with these being frozen and thawed, it's going to turn your pancake batter purple or blue. But that's okay because you're making blueberry pancakes. Just make it look prettier. Smells really good. I eat mine with syrup, regular pancake syrup. Wade likes his with sorghum. We buy sorghum from a local place out on the mountain. And it's so good. It is so good. Sometimes I'll use a little bit of both. But these are so good by themselves. You don't really have to have syrup because it's got the sweetness from the Sweet and Low, or not from the Sweet and Low, from the Splenda. I use Splenda, not Sweet and Low. And the vanilla extract. So here's the mixture. I'm sure you can see it. So it's kind of a purple color. And you don't have to worry about, if you see little white clumps of Bisquick, it's okay. You don't want to over mix your pancake batter. And so I've got a 1/3 cup here that I'll scoop my pancakes out and put them in the skillet. So let's get started cooking our blueberry pancakes. Alright, so my skillet's good and hot. I sprayed it with nonstick spray, and I put a couple of pats of butter in there. So now we're ready to put our pancakes in. I have some extra butter cut up to put on top of the pancakes whenever I take them out of the skillet. Just kind of move it around a little bit. These are not real big pancakes. And we'll let these cook until, you know how it is on pancakes when it starts kind of bubbling. And once it stops bubbling, the bubbles stop popping, then that's when you know it's safe to flip them over. So we'll let these cook probably about a minute, I would say, depending on how high you've got your skillet. You don't want it too high. I've made this mistake before. To get your skillet too high and go to put your butter in, it turns brown. So you'll be making brown butter pancakes, which would be okay, I guess, but we don't want that today. We just want regular pancakes. So you'll see there's a little bit of Bisquick right there on that one, if you can see it. And it's completely okay. It'll cook whenever we turn it over. Alright, so I've just flipped these over. They're down on the other side. And it doesn't take long when you flip them, because you can see before you flip them that the outer edge is getting crispy and the bubbles have stopped popping. So these are only taking another couple of seconds. And while it's still in there before I take it out, I'm just going to put a pat of butter on each one. And then I'll stack them on the plate. So I can kind of tell by just touching it right there that it's done. You can see the blueberries. Some of them popped. Smells so good. So I just kind of lift one up and just kind of look at the bottom. It's going to be browner on one side. The other is perfectly brown. Right, so 2 down, and I'm not sure how many more to go. Probably about 6 or 8, I guess. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the pancakes, and I will taste test them for you when they get done. Alright, breakfast is ready. So I've got 2 pancakes on my plate and just a little butter on top. I haven't added any syrup yet. I'm going to taste it before adding the syrup. And I'm going to use sugar-free syrup, again, just to cut down on the sugar content. You can obviously use whatever you'd like. Just adding that little bit of vanilla extract and the sweet and low, and then the blueberries are they just bust open. It just is so delicious. Taste a bite of my sausage. The flavor of sausage, pancakes, and syrup together is just absolutely delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and add some. I like a lot of syrup, obviously. The outside edges are crispy, and on the inside it is just fluffy. See if I can turn it around so you can see that. That's just 2 pancakes. See how fluffy it looks on the inside? Right, here goes with the syrup. Delicious. I'm using, this is actually called Maple Grove Farm sugar-free. I've used the Walmart version sugar-free. You would never know these syrups are sugar-free. They are so delicious. This is actually the first time I've used this one. It's pretty good. Alright, so I hope you guys are having a great day. It's morning time here, obviously. Got a lot going on today. I'm going to finish eating my breakfast and get started with the busy day. Thank you all so much for watching my channel, Farmhouse Cooking in the South. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps me grow my channel. Like and then give me a comment and let me know if you've tried these. I know I've had several subscribers try some of my recipes and they've loved it, and I love it when you try my recipes. But again, leave me a comment and subscribe, and Until next time, I hope y'all have a great day. See ya.